Hello and welcome to another update video about AVAX. AVAX is in quite a strong correction, but that is in line with the last video update in which we talked about this ongoing wave 4 already. It is likely we are in a wave 4, well at least. It could always be something different, but let's talk about scenarios here. So at the moment I'm considering this the fourth wave in a diagonal pattern to the upside. I'm not super bullish about this chart. As you know, it's a choppy structure, it's a big mess. But still, if this is a C wave, we'd like to see at least wave 5 go a little higher. However, because wave 3 was a bit short, we might not get to that $100 level. We'll see, we have to take it level by level. And then we could still get one more high. At the moment, this is a 3-wave move up. Because it is a 3-wave move up, if we now break support, the interpretation that we never finished this correction in August becomes more likely, right? Then we can say maybe an A, B, C structure. That would be an alternative. So basically what that means is we've got a support area here, and I can take the top section off so we see a little bit better. Don't need that top section anymore. And no, we probably don't get another high in wave 3. So we have support between $39.27 and $31.69. A wave 4 in a diagonal, while it can go below the 61.8 retracement, it really shouldn't. So if we go below the $31.69 level, the 61.8 retracement, likely let's say a more bearish interpretation comes into play. That could still be overall potentially bullish, but it would look very strange. Or at least it wouldn't be great, because it also would open the door to a bear market already to be unfolding. That's not currently preferred, but preferred interpretation is at the moment still that we bottomed here. That could be a wave 2 or a B wave. I prefer the idea of a B wave. And then this is a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and we could get one more high in wave 5. So the last high could be the next one, or the next one could be the last high. And then we go down, okay? This is support, so ideally we find support here, 31.69 for one more high. If we break below 31.69, it's too deep for a wave 4 in a diagonal, and we might test this support area again. And then the idea would be, okay, this was not the overall low, this was only an internal A wave. This here is some kind of a B wave bounce, and we're now moving down in 5 waves in a C wave. Okay, if this turns into a 5-wave move, that's what it is, probably. And then the support area between $20.83 and $12.61 comes into play, and we will probably end somewhere below the August low, so in the lower section of that support zone, where the price could make another attempt to rally then, okay? So it's actually quite simple. We have 2 support areas. As long as we are above the upper one, I'm gonna watch for a reversal. It might need to go a little bit lower in this area before we form a low. Below the support area, the larger support zone below becomes relevant, but that means there's a huge gap and it can drop a lot, right? Not necessarily in a straight line, but yeah, it might drop a lot. And in the very short term then, you know, could the low have been struck already? Well, there's no evidence at this stage. So it's come down in 3 waves. It's currently forming that wave 4. We talked about that in the last update. Now we simply need to see if the bulls turn up here. The thing is, these corrections are massive because we're in a large wave degree. This is the wave 4 that matches this wave 2 that started or that unfolded between September and November. So these corrections can be quite substantial, which means it typically makes sense to take profits towards the end of a 3rd wave. That's what we normally say. That's what Elliott wave typically suggests, because you sometimes don't get the last 4-5 pattern, right? But if we are now in a 4th wave, then the price could still go a little bit lower. It's now a target area here that's been reached between 33.37 and 40.45, and we'll see if the bulls turn up here. Okay, nothing at the moment would tell us a low is formed. The structure of the next rally will be key, because if it's not impulsive, or at least we don't see decent upside momentum, we have to be extremely cautious. That's the update about AVAX. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.